Hey guys, and welcome to this video on StarCraft 2. Now, this video is for those of you who have no previous experience with StarCraft 2 whatsoever, like myself. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because Blizzard got in touch with me through a company called Octoly, saying, do you want to review this mission pack? And I was like, what is this mission pack? And I had no idea. Initially I turned down the opportunity because I thought, well, I'm not fit to review it, I'm not the right person. But the thing is, I thought, wait a second, maybe this is a good opportunity, because it means if anyone else is kind of very new to the series and a bit intimidated by it like I was, then it's a chance to tell you whether or not it is still worth looking into. So you can get these mission packs. Basically the way it works is there are 9 missions, and each pack will come with 3 missions. So I could compare that to the Hearthstone adventures. You have each wing of the adventure, and then you can buy each wing individually and play them. Or you can get a pack and unlock all of them. But the first mission pack comes with the first 3 missions, and these missions involve going through the game as this character Nova. Now, the first level was kind of a bit of an introductory thing, how it felt more like a MOBA to me than anything, because I am experienced with other games like Heroes of the Storm and Dota and whatnot. It felt like that, because the only unit I was controlling was Nova, and I could use her snipe ability to kill people, I could throw grenades, it felt pretty cool, and she had like a stealth thing so people couldn't see me. And then the second mission was a bit more of the StarCraft I expected. I could now control buildings, and I could control units and send them around, and I was confused to begin with, I will admit. I like the idea of StarCraft. I used to play Red Conquer back in the day. I played it a lot, I loved it, same with Age of Empires. I'm aware StarCraft is very different in its own ways, but it is still that similar genre. So I'll be hopping into the third mission here. I will skip the story stuff so it doesn't spoil anything for you guys. But this is the pre-launch mission, and in this you can customize your equipment. So if I go to my equipment menu, you can see the things I've unlocked, and you can unlock these by doing little side objectives in the missions. So that one will say increase my range, whereas this one will reveal the location of enemies, and you can get different things like jumpsuits versus stealth suits. You know what, I'm actually going to go for the jumpsuit. I prefer the mobility. I mean, you can get pulse grenades versus flashbang grenades. And you can see you can customize Nova, who is going to be the hero I guess you're controlling most of the time. But then you can also upgrade your units. Obviously, if you don't know what StarCraft is at all, I probably should have mentioned that. It's a game where it's a real-time strategy game where you build a base, you build units, you send units to attack the enemy base. There is a campaign, there are co-op missions and everything. StarCraft has a lot of variations to it versus that just destroy the enemy. And again, that's one of the things that put me off. And even these mission packs, they are completely different from what I'm familiar with, but you know what? I kind of like them. It did feel a little strange. It wasn't like the StarCraft I expected, like I was avoiding flame turrets by running in circles around them, I was on a motorway shooting other vehicles, and it was strange, but it was a unique experience, and I enjoyed it. And as an outsider to the StarCraft series, if you're watching this and you are one of those, then I think there definitely is some enjoyment to be had. It is going to be a bit overwhelming and intimidating, and I kind of want to replicate that by going into this third mission having no idea what to expect. The second mission involved you had this central base and there were 4 lanes, and you had to stop enemies getting through the lanes to the main base, which you had to protect. And it gave you a bit of management, so you could place buildings, you could create a few units, as well as controlling Nova, who's like your super unit. But it was a good taster, as I said, to StarCraft, and it does make me want to try out the other parts of StarCraft. But here we go, I'm actually in game. I bet a lot of you are excited about that. So you have this first group here, which is a group of people you can control, and then let's see what the objective is.
You'll need to clear them away to gain access.
Let's move. We won't be safe until our soldiers are in position.
Okay, so it seems as though I start out with this group of soldiers, and then I need to clear out a certain amount of nests, and then I need to garrison units inside those nests. So this is like my central base. You got workers. They seem a lot more automated in the mission packs, like I don't need to make workers and send them out and manage resources. I just get resources over time and I can use those. I can choose to make more workers if I want to, but it's very much more of an optional thing than it would be in what I expected from StarCraft. So if I make this a control group, and then I make Nova I'm going to be very slow. If anyone's familiar with StarCraft or like good at it, then they're going to be cringing right now. I'm just going to separate those into 3 units in case I need to. But then I can this is very much what you expect from a real-time strategy game. You have a lot of units, you attack, can attack other units. I know a fair amount about StarCraft. Like, I know about the different factions, and that Zerg units are like the melee alien rush ones, and I know basic things like that. But I also know there is a lot to StarCraft. Like, there's a lot of story, there's a lot of characters, there's a lot of factions, and those are things, I'm going to be honest, as a StarCraft newbie, if you are one of those, you're not going to understand. Like, it introduces a few things in the story. There are cutscenes between the missions, and things are going to be happening in those. But I have no idea who the characters are. Like, the premise is Nova has woken up in some strange facility with her memory wiped, and she's apparently a traitor to her faction. And you're going through these missions with the objective of clearing your name and finding out what the hell's happened. So that in itself is a sub-story that anyone can understand. But as for the relevance of it all and the context and relation to other events, that's what's going to be confusing. If I'm correct, these other units have like little mines. I have noticed that most of these units have died now, and I've only got Nova and like 2 guys left. Because ideally what I should have been using is movement. I should have been moving backwards as I attack the units. Because as far as I understand, Zerg units' weakness are the fact that they are melee units. But it's a very, very intense game. StarCraft always has been. Like, players' skill levels are measured by their APM, or so I'm told. And these things, I have no idea how to deal with them. I'm going to throw a grenade to deal with these little guys, but I don't know how to deal with these. I can't even snipe them. Like, Nova has a long-range snipe. And you see, this is a point where it turns more into a MOBA for someone like me. Because I'm now just controlling Nova. I have my Q, which is like a long damage snipe ability. I have my W, which is an AoE grenade. But this is where I fail, and I need to start saying, okay, I have buildings. What on earth do I do with these again? And like, this seems to be a factory where I can make tanks, reactors, tech labs. Okay, it seems as though buildings, you can build little buildings alongside them, and then they can also build units. So let's create a few Hellbats. And then the barracks, this is where I know my Reapers are. I really like my Reapers, so I'm gonna build a lot of Reapers. Yeah. This is where I haven't managed anything correctly. I've now got no army besides Nova. Where's the Ghost Academy? Arm silo with nuke.
I'm afraid more Zerg are on the way.
You can get
Prepare
nukes?
for a fight.
Oh, okay, yeah. This is like, this is something I like. Every time an event happens, it will warn you. Because if I was just over there and away in my merry activity of getting all my allies killed, I would have completely missed that something is happening over here. But there is like voice dialogue and stuff that happens every time. It's good at keeping you aware of what exactly is going on. Alright, I just heard nuclear missile is ready.
Nova.
What does this
I've
do?
completed preparations for a nuclear strike. You may call it down when needed.
Excellent work, Rigel. Never know when I'm gonna find myself outnumbered.
So is it a kind of clutch, kill everything around you thing? Does it damage you? It's okay. I kind of screwed up here and let them through, which I shouldn't have done. So it takes 7 seconds to land, but deals up to 750 damage. So I suppose ideally I should be using that when I'm in the enemy's base. So should I just kind of be a bit reckless here and go in? I'll throw a grenade there because I don't need to unnecessarily use the nuke. But then here we go. This is more what I was looking for. So I could call in a nuke here. And it's going to take 7 seconds to land. I completely forgot about that part. Can I clear these guys? Yeah. You see, if this was a single player game, which I thought it would be... Oh wait, the nuke's still going to land, isn't it? Oh no, I didn't get to see the nuke because because Nova died. But Nova, even though she's your hero and who you're playing as, if she dies, it's not game over because obviously you still have all these units. So you know what, let's send these guys over to investigate what's happened to this base and if I actually managed to destroy any of it. But to go back to the overall point of what I was saying, I forgot how squishy these guys are. They're just gonna die, aren't they? These, oh, they're like little... Oh, these are the flame things. So these are gonna be really good at dealing with the small, weaker units. And they don't seem to die as quickly too, I say as one of them dies. But it's very fun kind of finding out what each unit does and what each building does, but over time. Like, I can ignore them if I choose to do so. I probably shouldn't be, but it's I think what I'm getting at is if you are wanting to get into StarCraft 2, this is, like, I can't actually think of any better way. Ooh, there are people up there, but I can't move them. I think it's a good way to get a taster of a game. And you're going to find out things over time. It's not going to be an instant process by any means. I've now played through 2 of the missions, just seeing how terrible I am just running a tank into these guys. Can I run into the garrison units? If I press E, does that like make it stationary? Does it heal if I do that? There's so many questions. Oh, okay, but maybe I should have done that when I was there. There's so many questions, but it's good. It's clear that this is a good game, and there's so much to it. And the skill level, like the amount of stuff I don't know, and the amount of stuff there is to find out, and the amount of improvements I can have as a player, it's incredible. And I think... Sorry, I just got distracted by this there. You see, there are so many different things happening within this. Like here, this is where I can get one of my equipment upgrades for Nova. But I'm letting so many things just fall to pieces as I'm doing this. I won't go for the full length of this mission. I will say that... Oh, well, I'll bring this to an end. I think these mission packs are a great way to get into StarCraft. If you're looking to do it, like I kind of am, then I can't think of many better ways to do it than this. I think it's a good taster, and it's going to be difficult. It's probably going to take you a lot of attempts to do these missions, but with every attempt you're going to learn a lot of things. Like I'm learning I should have built more of these siege tanks, because they are doing one hell of a job. But yeah, I wanted to do this video, and I'm curious to see what people thought of it. Do I have any more nukes? No, I don't. So let me know what you do think of these mission packs, and by all means, if you are interested in them, then I will have a link to them in the description below. Thanks a lot to Blizzard for giving me the opportunity to review this, and I'm looking forward to getting into StarCraft, and who knows, maybe I'll have some more StarCraft videos coming. Who knows, maybe I could even do a video in a few weeks where I come back to this mission after having learned everything, and attempt my best to complete it. I don't know, maybe that'd be interesting. Let me know if that's the sort of thing you'd like to see. So until next time, this is me, EvansWithZ11. Please leave a rating if you enjoyed the video, and yeah, this is me out. Peace.